Clear day, huh? I'm not so sure about that. Jesus. That's not good. Okay, so update on the situation. It's cleared up a little bit out here, but still not ideal conditions for getting on a slow boat today, but regardless, I've got to get on it. So we're going to go down in just a moment to get my ticket, and once the ticket is secured, I'm going to buy some water because I've only got about 500 mils left. And then I'll get on the boat, I'll put my big bag on my seat, I'll get off the boat, I'll go to a cafe, get some food, get some coffee, and then I'll have about 2 hours to chill out before the actual boat takes off, because I believe it leaves port at 11, sometimes 11:30, but yeah, let's get going. Okay, so the pier is about 12 minutes this way. I'm hoping that when I get there, there's still a bunch of tickets available, because you want to get a good seat, because if you are late and one of the last ones to get a ticket, you will end up with a seat at the front where you get wet and near the toilets, or at the back near the loud engine. So fingers crossed I still get a good one. Otherwise, I'm in for a bit of a rough day, particularly if the weather doesn't clear up as well. But I'm pretty sure they've got covers over them if it does rain, I think. I hope. All right, let's go have a look. Okay, we have made it down to the pier. I just need to figure out where to buy the ticket from, because there's a few places and I want to find the one that's cheapest, obviously. Okay, super quick update. I got my ticket and a coffee. The ticket is actually for 11:45, not 11, and I got one of the last seats, which means I'm going to be in a really, really shit spot. I should have brought my ticket a few days ago, but oh well. Live and you learn, I guess. Now I just got to figure out which boat I'm on. I've got 15 minutes till it takes off, so yeah, maybe it's that one with all the people on it. That would make sense, right? So let me just jump right in here and say that the person I brought the ticket from, the official boat office person, made it sound like I was super late and very lucky to be getting a ticket. So I was panicking quite a bit at this point, but I got on the boat, I managed to snag a pretty good seat, and then I waited 2 hours for the boat to take off at 11:30. You see, a lot of people make the trip all the way from Chiang Rai to this slow boat and then take the slow boat all in one day. So the captain of the boat has an incentive to wait for as many people to board so that he can sell as many tickets as possible to make as much money as possible. So that's kind of what we were waiting for. It's just a bit annoying that the person told me to hurry up, because I could have actually been a lot slower and enjoyed a nice sit-down meal before getting on the boat, but that's fine. Anyway, the first few hours we spent sailing down the Mekong. Laos was on our left, Thailand was on our right, and we actually crossed under the Friendship Bridge that we went across just a few days ago, which was pretty cool to see. Eventually, the Mekong does leave the border and we go fully into Laos. After a while, I did get curious and I ventured to the back of the boat to see the kind of seat that I could have ended up with. Shoes for when we're in here, so my feet don't get filthy, my socks. Anyway, let's go back out. Yeah, I'm so freaking lucky I didn't end up back there, Jesus Christ. I then spent the next few hours talking to 2 Russians and an Estonian. We all took a photo together, and then we were all enjoying the views together. It was really spectacular and a really fun experience. At about 5:30 p.m, we stopped at a small riverside town for the night. Getting everyone's bags off the boat was a pain in the ass and a bit chaotic. That one's mine. Right. Yeah, it's mine. I got it. It's mine. Oh jeez. Oh, you're all good. I actually hadn't booked a hotel for the night, but as I got off the boat, a bunch of locals were trying to sell us rooms.
Hello.
Hello. Give me 1 minute. So I got in the back of one of their trucks and ended up at their hotel.
Yeah, 4 people. There's 4 people. Well, they're little boys. Yeah. She wants.
It had a really nice sunset view, and I ended up making another cool friend that night. He was from China, and he was traveling with his brother, which I thought was super cool because I had done the same thing in the past. So I'm having my morning coffee, and this is my view from my hotel. Those down there are the boats that I'm going to be getting on in a couple of hours. Some people are already getting on to get their seats, but I would rather take my morning a bit slower. You know, I wasn't going to say this till the end of the video for my family watching, so they didn't worry, but I think it's funnier if I say it now. But one of these boats actually sunk last year with people on it. No one died, but it did sink. Which isn't really an issue for me. I guess I'm a pretty good swimmer, although it would suck getting my laptop wet, so I would have to just hold my bag above my head as I get through the water. But yeah, pretty nice view though. I discovered yesterday that there's not really much for me to actually film on the boat. It's a bunch of tourists packed in on a boat for like 6-7 hours. So yeah, it's not the most entertaining content, but I'm getting some nice views and having some really nice chats with people, which I'm not going to record. I'm not that guy. But yeah, I don't know. This video is probably just going to be a bunch of montages of like the landscapes. Maybe I'll show a few of the photos I got with the people that I met, but yeah. So there was no truck waiting for me. I think I slept in a bit too much. I think I left earlier with everyone else, but that's okay because I got to walk through the town and I picked up some water and like a pastry for the trip, which is better than what I had for yesterday. Yesterday I didn't eat, which was fine. I wasn't really hungry. The main thing is I had water, which is the important part. Anyway, the boat is officially meant to take off at 9:30, but usually it's like 11, so I'm not too stressed. I probably just will get like a pretty mid seat, if I'm being honest. I was walking down this way and I was very concerned because I couldn't see any boats, but they're hiding just over here. So, and some local just told me to hurry up, so I might be pushing it. Despite being a bit late to the boat, I managed to get lucky with another good seat thanks to a Costa Rican girl that invited me to sit with her and 7 other solo backpackers. They were all mainly from Germany, with 1 Swiss and 1 Israeli girl as well. At this point, I forgot to bring out my camera whatsoever, and all the videos are pretty much just filmed on my phone because I got swept up in one of my favorite aspects of traveling, which is talking to and meeting new people from different parts of the world. Sometimes when you talk to these people, you realize you've got much more in common than what you would think, and other times you realize you have your differences, but you can still manage to get along and play a bit of Sudoku together. I did end up getting a picture with the Costa Rican girl and one of the German blokes. Super cool people, really enjoyed talking to them. We ended up getting a tuk-tuk back into town before splitting off to go to our own hotels and hostels. Well, I've just had an amazing time on the slow boat talking to a bunch of cool people, and I believe I have now made it to my accommodations. There is not much recording because I was just having a good time, but yeah, I'm gonna check in now. You know what, I'll leave it rolling. Let's see what happens. Sabaidi. Do you have booking for me, a room? Yeah. It's a little kid. Sabaidi. I'm good.
Checking in the hotel?
Yes, I'm checking out the hotel. Okay, thank you. Okay, so quick update. I know it looks like I just was out there and then checked into my room here, but there was a whole 2 hours where, well, essentially I walked in here, found out that this was not my hotel, and I walked around forever trying to find my hotel. And I think what happened is the place I booked on booking.com was relatively new, and it had like 2 reviews on it. So I think it's either a scam or they have the address wrong. It's one of the two, because I could not find it. So anyway, I was at the end of my limits, as you know. I was on a boat all day. So I essentially just came back into this place because they were very helpful to me. They gave me their Wi-Fi and all that. And I was like, hey, how much for a room tonight? It was $50 US. It's a lot of money. It's like 70, 75, 70 Australian dollars. But I'm just so tired. I didn't care, and I booked it. And now this room is it's pretty average actually for $50 a night. I think my place in Chiang Rai was a hell of a lot nicer, and this isn't even central. It's at a terrible location, but whatever. There is one good thing. They have a pool. So look, I just ate a bunch of 7-Eleven food because look, I'm not proud of it, but I didn't eat all day on that boat, so I just went in there and grabbed a bunch of garbage. But whatever, I was hungry. I'm gonna go jump in the pool to make the most of my money and my night here, and then I'm gonna shower and go to bed because I am exhausted. But also it was a really, really fun day. I met some really cool people. There's a bunch of Germans, one half Costa Rican and German, and what was the other? A Swedish girl, and they were awesome. I was with them on the boat the whole time. We were playing Sudoku, and it was just amazing vibes, great views. I didn't want to record all of it because it's such a... You don't want to bring out the camera and make it awkward. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm just not comfortable with that yet, but I just wanted to prioritize having a good time and making friends, and I'm really glad I did. Anyway, let's go jump in that pool. So we've safely made it to Laos. Now it's time for me to show you guys what this beautiful country has to offer. Let's get going. So Laos is known for a few things. Its gorgeous hilly landscape. Those don't really look like hills to me. Its ancient temples. You know, I guess this is pretty ancient, but I didn't know they used bricks. And why are there all these cars around here? I don't get it. Its slow way of life. Not exactly what I had in mind when they said slow and relaxing lifestyle. And it's warm and humid weather. You know, they said it would be hot and humid here, but I'm wearing a jacket, and well, I'm starting to think I'm not in Laos. Oh jeez. So yeah, this wasn't part of my plan whatsoever, but now I am in China, and if you want to see how I got here and why I'm here, then click subscribe, because I'm going to go over that in the next 2 videos. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.